for a start, each woman knows they are going to get married. And when they get married, their family is going to get wealth, 150 cows, which means that then the men and the parents begin to protect this child, this girl child. That's why one of the reasons they don't want them to go to school, because, you know, you go to school, you are in Soroti, in Kampala, you know, you get messed up, you get westernized, you know, before you know it, you don't want to come home. Some of you have seen a lot of children, a lot of Karamojong children on Kampala streets. Now, some of you have seen a lot of Karamojong children on the streets of Kampala. And, you know, if you look at this tight system where all the parents keep track of their children, you really wonder how did these children get out of these communities. And one reason the children got out of these communities, people came and persuaded them, let's take your children to Kampala, or let's take them to somewhere else. Or NGOs came and persuaded them that they're going to take them to some place and to give them education. Then eventually when that NGO runs out of funding, or the owners, you know, just chew up the money, then the children are pushed, you know, on the street. But here, the woman is protected. It's protected by the parents, it's protected by almost everybody. Because this woman is not only valued because she's a human being, but is also valued, you know, because she will be a source of wealth. Now, when those cows are given, 120 or 150 cows, the family actually keeps a small number. The immediate family keeps about 10 or 15 cows. Every member of the family and friends and whatever get cows. They get cows. You know, your uncle gets cows, your auntie gets cows, your brother gets cows, your friends, your neighbor, you know, all get cows. So it is communal wealth. It's the perfect example of communalism or communal living. You know, everybody gets wealth from this woman, you know, who has just got married. Now, if you are a son-in-law, you get 20 cows. So if you marry in a home that has, say, 7 sisters or 7 sisters, then it means by the time they all get married, you have 140 cows, which is almost equivalent to what you paid. Except, don't say I'm going to pay my cows in advance. I'm going to choose a family that has sisters. I'm going to pay the cows in installment, and then when I get all, you know, the 20 cows from the other sisters, that, you know, then I can finish. And in that way, I can work with my in-laws' money. No, that can't happen. No, that can't happen. And I tell you why it can't. Because if you pay the bride wealth in installment, yes, they will accept, but you'll not gain respect. And if there is a wedding, if, for example, the girl who's behind, you know, or who was born after your wife, because in Karamoja they make it that the first child gets married, the first girl, you know, child gets married. But if they work it out that that girl child of the sister to your wife gets married, and then the husband pays all the bride wealth, and you are not going to get anything. You're not going to get anything because you are not fully married. And what they will do is they will do a kind of crown, a white crown, made out of sheepskin, white, and they'll give it to you. You know, it will be your crown of shame, so everybody would know that you didn't pay the bride wealth or you aren't that hard working. So once you begin to understand what bride wealth is, then you really begin to deeply appreciate, you know, these cultures. Everything that was done, everything that is done was well thought about.